Okay, so now we are live. A very good afternoon to all. I am Ayushi and this is my co-host Ram. Ram is representing the students of St. Edmund School, Malviya Nagar. Hello Ram, and we all welcome
Hello.
you to the second episode of Careers Over Coffee. And today we have a new guest with us, Miss Anviksha Khuteta. Hi Anviksha.
Hi.
So our first episode with Juhi Tiwari was a big success, and that's why we are yet back again with our second episode of Career Over Coffee. Anviksha, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So we are very excited for this episode. So how do you feel being live on your own school Facebook page?
Yeah, like I feel happy and proud, but I'm nervous at the same time.
No, no, you don't have to be nervous. It's your own school page.
Yeah.
Okay, so Anviksha, let me tell you something about Anviksha. Anviksha is an alumnus of our school and she was a school topper with 95.60%. Wow.
Wow.
And so the big and good news is that Anviksha recently got placed at Amazon. Congratulations, big congratulations from the entire Edmonds family, Anviksha.
Thank you so much.
We are all very, very, very proud of you. Okay,
Thank
and we are glad to have you live on our show, Careers Over Coffee. So, without delaying it any further, let's get started with our show. And in our show, we are going to ask you some questions related to your education, your career, your life, and everything. So, are you
you. Okay.
excited?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So I have a note to all the viewers who are watching us. There are many people who are watching us on Facebook. So you all can write down your questions, doubts, messages, anything for Anviksha in the comment section below, and we'll take all the questions, answer all the questions in the last 10 minutes of our show. So that was a message for our audiences. Okay, so let's have the first question from our student Ram Varman. Ram, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. If you had it to do all over again, would you do differently?
To be honest, I won't do anything differently. Like whatever I've done in life, I live all the moments of challenges and joy exactly the same, because everything in life gave me some experiences, and that is why I'm here. Even if I get a chance to change something, I don't know what trajectory it would take my life. So nothing can guarantee you a certain lifestyle, whatever you do. So it is basically your experiences. So I feel that instead of changing the past, I look forward to how can I make my future better. So I won't change everything. I will have all the failures all over again and all the successes.
Okay, so we are all happy with
Fine.
what we have done.
Yeah. What I
Very
have
nice.
learned
Nice.
is something or the other thing. Even if I fail,
Yes.
it's not that I've not failed in life or I don't regret doing something, but that
Yes.
also gave me some experience, some learning, and that is why I am here and I am the person I am destined to be. So I'm happy with that.
Okay,
Okay.
that's a very good answer, Anviksha, because it's a very normal thing. These days, we keep, regretting about things that we could not do
Yes.
instead of improving and working on it. We keep regretting and complaining about things that we could not achieve, things that we could not do. So it's great
Yes.
that you're very satisfied and happy with whatever you have done.
I believe in living in the present. Like it may sound philosophical, but this is what I believe in. Like I can't change my past, and I have no control over the future. No one thought that COVID will come and we'll be sitting in our homes. So what you have control is over your present, and that is what I believe in.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Nice.
Okay, so Anvika, even if you had done your own research, I think there's background noise. Where is it coming from?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ram, it was from your side, I guess. Yeah. So even if you do all your research, find the best ideal college for all your needs, all your goals, the transition can still be difficult. I mean, you are leaving your school and going in altogether a new environment and in with new people. everything is new routine. So what was the biggest transitional issue that you faced when you went to college?
Okay, so first thing, I had to leave my home where I have spent the whole childhood, whole my life. I have to leave it certainly, and I had to go live a life alone where I didn't know anybody before. Neither do I had any friends earlier, obviously before going to college, and neither did I know anyone else. So that is a big transition. Food, of course, is a transition. Like here you have mummy ke haath ka khana, and
Yeah.
there you have to eat mess food, whatever they give. So this was a transition. Also, if you think about living conditions, we had a small room. We had a single room for with double occupancy. So we just had one almirah between two students. We had common washroom. So this is actually difficult. But to be honest, these are the memories that you cherish the most. You will cherish waiting outside to take a bath. You will cherish sharing a small space between people. So this is one thing I had a difficulty with was my roommate. Like I didn't bond very well with my roommate. So you have different kind of people in college, and we had this thing of everyone used to live in college even if they were a student of Jabalpur. So I uh, my college was in Jabalpur. So I didn't get along very well. But the plus point that I had is I didn't limit myself to certain people. So initially, when you go to college, you don't know what kind of people you'll meet. You will make friends with the next person you sit to or the roommate you have. But the good thing, if you keep in touch with everyone, you will get to know what kind of people they are and what are the people who you vibe best with. So I had interaction with all of them or everyone in the hostel. So that helped me. So I could change my friend circle according to who are the people I could vibe best with. So
Okay.
that is something that helped me.
Yeah, being able to leave that comfort zone, that's the major transition, I should
Huh.
say.
That's the major transition, but that's something that you learn the most from.
Yeah.
So college life made me confident, made me independent, and made me adjusting to different situations in life. So I was not that adjusting a person when I was back here. So I had everything according to me. But there you don't have, you have to live with everyone, you have to adjust. So that is
Yeah,
what I learned.
it's all about getting out of your comfort zone and adjusting with new people and new life. So
Yeah.
I hope all the students, those who are listening to Anviksha, they'll understand this thing very well now. That
Yeah.
it's not
Don't be
very
mad.
rosy.
Yes.
College life is not very rosy. Oh my God, I'm going to get
Yeah.
all those that freedom and all. So it's not like that. You'll have to go through many other things.
Don't imagine a college like student of the year or something that everything is very glamorous or something. You'll have challenges, and you know don't need to fear from them, because at the end when you leave college you'll remember the most. You'll remember your room, even if it is very small, you'll remember that. So these are the things you cherish the most.
Okay. Thank you for that answer, Anviksha. Ram, over to you again.
Okay, ma'am. Can you please tell us what is your current job profile?
So currently, I'm working as a software developer in Amazon India. My location is Bangalore, but currently, as it is work from home, so I'm doing work from Jaipur itself. So I just started this job recently, so it's been 2 months, around 2 months now.
Okay. So it's a new job for Anviksha. All the
Yeah,
best for your job, Anviksha.
thank you,
Yeah.
All the best, Anviksha.
thank you.
So we are getting many comments from the viewers. We'll take all those at the last 10 minutes. Okay, so your day, just like everyone else's, is of only 24 hours. But yet, certain people seem to be able to squeeze more from that time that they have. So, basically, what it all comes down to is time management. So, how do you choose to plan, prioritize, and spend hours that you have?
Okay, so I am not the kind of person who could lay a timetable that I'll do this at this o'clock and this at this o'clock. I can't follow that. I've tried that in my childhood as well. I can't do that. So, but what I do is like I read this thing in a book called Atomic Habits from James Clear, if I'm not wrong. So I tend to plan my activities with respect to other activities. Like I know after I wake up, I have to do this. Before sleeping, I have to do this. During the entire day, I have to do this. So I don't have an exact time. If I plan that after waking up, I need to do yoga, I need to do my gratitude practice, I'll do that. But it is not fixed time. So that helps me tackle all the things that you'll have to have adjusting schedules. I don't have 2 days with same schedule, never. So planning your things with respect to other things helps, and it also keeps you motivated to do things. So that is something I do to plan my time. And like most of the days goes like it is work from home, so 5 days goes in the office only, and Saturday Sunday I try to do something that I love that helps me get energy for the next week. So
Okay.
either I'll go out, watch a movie, or just draw something. So that is how I plan my week.
Okay. So
Okay.
Saturday and Sunday you are not working.
No, Saturday Sunday, no, I'm not working.
Okay. Okay. That's nice. Ram.
What's the biggest factor that helped you to be successful? And what are your success habits?
Okay. Serious question.
Yes. So I think the biggest factor that helped me successful is every time in my life I had someone to hold my back if I failed. I had my parents, I had a great set of friends. Like I don't have too many friends, but I have some very good friends that I know will always have my back if I fail, if I fall down. So that is something that gives you support. So that is, and if I talk about my success habit, so as such there is no one habit that gives you success. But as I said, like especially during the lockdown or I tried to have I learned the practice of gratitude and exercise. That I feel like I'm not saying as a like good person to seem good on this live channel, but I truly practice gratitude and I practice yoga every morning. That helps me that helps clear my mind and give me the boost of positive energy that I need for the day. So that is one. Also, I have a habit of I don't shy away from working hard. So that I feel is something that led me to success. So I can work, even like I said, I don't work on weekends, but if I have to, I'll do it. I know that. So I won't shy away from working hard, and I don't like giving up on something. So that I feel is my success habit.
So so let me ask you: are you a hard worker or a smart worker? Because you said that you don't shy away from working very hard. So how is it like?
I think both, I think they are not different things. You cannot, sometimes you have to work hard, sometimes you'll have to work 10 hours on something. Even if you work smart, you have to work hard. You cannot, there is no escape from working hard, even if you work smart. Working smart is a good thing. I try to do that whenever I can. So it definitely reduces your time, but it won't reduce the dedication. You'll have to work with the same kind of dedication in whatever you do.
Okay. So we were talking about success, your success habits. So success is according to me, success is a very subjective word. You know, for some people, success is money. For some, success is a happy life. For some, it is maybe a good social circle, and so on. Like the definition of success is very, very subjective. So, what is the definition of success for you?
I think for me, success is overcoming my fears. To be able to do that I want to, but I'm scared to. So that I feel is success for me. To be the best version of myself as much as I can. To feel that I am good enough. And like there are times when you feel that at least I have felt that I am not good enough in something. But when you feel that you are good enough is your success. I feel that. And like if you talk about health, wealth, everything is important. So a good balance of health, wealth, and relations, be it with your parents, be it with your friends, is I think a successful life. I may be wrong, but for me, it is a success. And for me, like obviously overcoming my fears and able to learn something every day is success. I am very curious. I try to learn even apart from my fields, whatever like is there. So I learning, getting to learn as much as I can in life is also a success for me.
Okay, so we got a big definition of success, a very complex one where you have money, where you have relations, where you have wealth, and where you have everything.
So basically overcoming my fears
Overcoming your fears.
and able to do what I want to do is, and feeling that I am good enough in life, whatever I do.
Yeah,
Doesn't
this
matter how much I earn, what designation I am at. If I am happy with myself and I know I can do anything and I am good enough, that is success for me.
so the confidence,
That's nice
Yes.
of you.
confidence in yourself, having confidence in yourself is success.
Yeah.
Okay, we're very impressed with your replies.
Thank you.
Even the viewers are very impressed. We are getting so many messages for you. I'll read them out for you. I think even you can see on the right.
Comment section.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We'll take,
I guess.
yeah, we can take all those later. So Ram, over to you again.
Since you were a school topper, I was just curious to know how were you as a student? Did you participate in extracurricular activities and gallop and with others, or were you nerd?
I always participate in extracurricular activities. So I think some of my batchmates may feel that I was a kind of nerd. So because I was dedicated towards my studies, but I try to participate in extracurricular activities, be it debate. Like if I sometimes I go over my certificate, so I see fancy dress competition from my first class or some Maggie quiz that was conducted in school from some other class. So I have participated in extracurricular activities, and I think it is very important because it shapes the personality that you are. So even in college, I have been associated with various clubs. Even I have been a part of the core team that conducted the annual technical fest, or even it was even the first techno design fest of India. So every time, like one thing that I was not a part of was sports, that I regret, that I think that I should have done. But apart from that, I like usually involve in extracurricular activities.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I think Ram, you got your answer. So Anviksha, since I am a
Yes,
teacher,
ma'am.
this is always my favorite question. So I want to ask you this. I want to ask the role of your teachers in your life and in your success. Like, I mean, how do you relate with your teachers? What was their role?
I think the biggest role that I feel my teachers had in my life was they believed in me more than I did in myself. Every teacher in school, like still if I go, I am in still touch with many of them. So they always believe in more than I did in myself. So that is one thing that gives you confidence. So that is the major role. Apart from obviously they taught me all the subjects, and so this is something, and I'm still, and obviously their blessings. So I, even if I'm not in touch with some of them, so I know that their blessings are always with me, that have helped me throughout the journey of life and will do in future. So I am still in touch with many of them, be it like Mamta ma'am, Dipen sir, Shukla ma'am, or any of them. So I'm still in very much touch, and it feels like it feels good when they say they are proud of you of doing something, they congratulate you on doing something. So you feel good about yourself. So that is the major thing. They give me a confidence.
Yeah, some teachers, they asked me to convey their message to you that they are expecting a treat from you for your new job.
For
So don't
sure,
forget to treat them.
for sure.
Yeah, over to you, Ram.
Anviksha, what is that one advice that you would like to give to the students of our school to succeed in life?
Okay, one advice. So first of all, uh, explore things. Like in Amazon, we have a saying called "Work hard, have fun, and make history." So obviously, focus on your studies. I won't say don't. That is important. But along with that, be active in other activities. Take part in competitions. As I said, they shape your personality. So just getting marks won't help you, and not getting them will also not be a good option. So you need to have a balance. You have to study, but you need to explore other areas in life, whatever, be it cultural or be it something technical, apart from your studies. So that is very important. Also, never fear failure. You will fail in life. I can guarantee that. I have not met anyone in life who has never failed in anything. But that should not demotivate you, because everything, even if your plan does not work out as you thought, even if you are not in IIT or the best medical college or whatever the best college you are hoping for, that does not mean that you won't be successful. Like, I am not from IIT. So for example, all of the science students who are looking, so I feel that nothing can stop you from achieving your destiny, neither, not even your failures. You have to learn from them and you have to grow from them, and everything will start making sense. Even if it does not right now, it will in the future. So don't think that, oh no, I thought this should happen this way and this didn't turn out good for me, so everything will be bad. No, it is not like that. I have had many failures in life. There is a large list that I can give you. So that does not mean that you won't be successful or you won't be happy in life, whatever your definition is. So never be afraid of failures, and always explore as many things as you can.
Okay, thank you, Anviksha, for your advice. I think our students would have loved it, because they always are expecting such motivational advices. Okay, so Anviksha, your sister Jigisha, she was also a very bright. She is also a very bright student, and she is also studying in our school only. And both of you were in our school from nursery class, so we've seen both of you since your childhood, and like both of you are so intelligent, sincere, and hardworking. So I think that's something that's in your genes, if I'm not wrong.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, that can be the case. Yeah.
Obviously, like what our parents taught us is reflected in us.
Okay, so many of our teachers, parents, students, everybody is watching you. So we would love to have a message for the parents and teachers, especially from you.
This
What
is a
message
tough
would you like to give?
job.
Yeah,
So,
both for
uh,
parents and for teachers.
okay. I'll give a combined message that I think I have. So, I feel that when a student is about to choose for his or her career in life, we we only know about certain fields. Like, even if your parent is telling you do engineering or go to be a doctor, it is not that always that they're forcing you because they want you to become that. They feel that that is a secure field. They know that the job areas of that field. So one thing I think that the teachers and parents combined can do is explore and learn with the students what all are the scopes in different areas. if schools um, if schools can teach the students that what is the scope in journalism or writing or say photography, whatever, there are too many fields. And basically, I don't have every idea about all the fields. I am still exploring. So, like, you cannot take a best decision anytime. Like, there is no guarantee the field you choose first is the best field for you. You may deviate from that field, you may change your field in the future. But if you already have some knowledge, it helps you take better decisions. So that I feel both like parents should also understand, if a child is telling them to I don't want to be an engineer, or I don't want to be a doctor or anything. It's not that just they want to do something different and they are telling you. Sit with them and see what are the scopes in that area. Today there is no field that does not have scope to grow, even in terms of your personal growth. If you see your financial stability, so even photographers earn a very good salary if you are just focusing on that part. So I think this is something school and parents combinedly can do an effort to learn different fields apart from the basic fields that we have. So I'm not saying that these fields are not good. I am an engineer and I'm very happy being an engineer. I love what I do. But there may be someone else who wants to go in, suppose, hotel management. I remember that we had a session of hotel management in our school with some alumni or someone when I was in school. So that, like, even though I didn't go to that area, but I got to know, okay, what is there in that field? I got to know ki this all work. Just give me a second. I'm sorry, my battery is going low.
Okay. So we have so many comments from our viewers, and we are having many teachers are commenting, giving best wishes to Anviksha, and Anviksha is back.
Just a second. I'm so sorry.
Okay, so viewers, you can ask us any questions. We are
I am so very
that.
sorry for this technical glitch. My bad. I should have connected it earlier. I forgot to connect to the power source, but I'm back now.
We have entered in a virtual world like that, so everybody
Yeah.
such technical problems. Okay, so Anviksha, now that you are an employee of Amazon, earlier you were a student, a school student, then a college student, now an employee. So how has your life changed? I mean, how different is life as a student and life as an employee in an MNC?
Okay, first of all, life as a student, you don't have to face the world. Like you have your teachers and to support you, even if you fail. So, as an employee, obviously, when you go into a professional world, it is a tough world. There is competition. So, you will have to grow by yourself. No one is like in school and college. Your teachers will tell you, study this, study that, learn, but you cannot stop learning when you pass out from college or pass out from school. You and no one is going to even tell you, "Ki learn this, learn that." So that is something you have to do on your own. You'll have to search what all you can learn, what all you can keep doing to excel in your field, what all opportunities are there. So the major difference is you have to become more independent. Like there is no option, second option to that. You'll have to become more independent in a technical field, or in any field in a professional world. So that I feel is the biggest transition.
Okay. So now we are coming to the comment section in Diksha, and I'll be asking you one or two questions that we have from our audiences. So the first question comes from Tushar Soni. He's asking, how would you recap your whole academic life? Can you give us a short one, short recap?
Yeah. Recap, or like if I quote the terms of my teachers, I was a studious student, I feel. So I was always excited about learning. So this is the best thing. Like I enjoyed what I learned. This is the best recap I can give. So I was always a curious student. I was happy with whatever I learned. So this is my academic, and that is something you are seeing. With the where I am is due to my academic life.
Okay, yeah. So academics is also very important to all our students. You can hear you know you can, if you're listening to Anviksha, it is very clear that you also need to focus on your studies, not just on sports and extracurricular. There should be a balance
Yeah,
between all.
everything, like
Yes.
if you are not having a balance in life, you won't get the success you want. You'll have to have both balance. I'm not saying that marks are so much important, it's okay, but if you are putting your best efforts, it will repay you for sure.
Yeah, okay. So other questions, there are so many questions that has already been answered by Anviksha. It was there in our conversation itself. Okay, so one question from Aditya I would like to take. What was your rank in JEE mains and advance?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I I don't remember my rank, and Aditya asked me, right? So I don't think if you're preparing for your exams, don't focus on what rank you will get. Just give your best, and I am sure you will land up in a good place.
Okay, so from we have messages from many parents and teachers. They are wishing you all the best for your future, for your
Thank you so
job, for
much.
your life.
Like, even if I forgot to take some names, it is not like I love all my teachers equally, from Charu ma'am of first standard to my 12th standard teachers. So I have been in the school for, I think, 12 long years, 13 long years.
So
So
almost your
I
uh,
love them all, and I am happy to take their blessings.
okay. So all the best, Anviksha, for your future endeavors. Ram,
So that was all for second episode of Career Over Coffee. Thank you all for tuning in.
thank you
Thank
so much,
you.
Thank you.
Anviksha, for joining. It was a pleasure to have you, and to all our audiences who are watching. Stay tuned for upcoming next episodes where we'll be inviting more guests and alumni of our school and have a chit chat with them, and maybe you'll get some more tricks, tips, and advices from more from successful students, successful alumni of our school. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you, Anviksha. We'll see you
Thank you,
Thank you so
again.
much.
Anviksha.
I was happy to be here.
Okay,
You
bye
inspired me
everyone.
a lot, Anviksha.
Thank you. You can connect me, anyone from the school, you can connect me on LinkedIn or whatever. But just don't send me a request, because, like, it would be good if someone, like, this is just a end tip. If you send a request to someone on LinkedIn, just write a short message like, I am from this school and I want to connect. Just don't randomly send, because even I am not I don't go through all the requests every time, like, okay, this is a school student. So if you send, not just to me, I'm just giving it as an advice, because I am seeing some students send me LinkedIn requests. So if you could just add a small message, ki, hey, I am the student of this school and I want to connect you. Why you want to connect me? That it would be great.
Okay,
And it
so
would.
students, if you want to take any advice or any help from Anviksha, she is available, and you can contact her through our school Facebook page also, or LinkedIn, whatever you like. Okay, that's all for today's second episode of Careers Over Coffee, and we'll see you all in the third episode, which will be coming soon. Till then, take care and bye. Have a great day, all of you.
Thank you.